Okay, so I woke up with a lot of messages saying that Itachi's explanation was too complicated about the ABC thing with Izanami, but it's literally just A, B, and C. 3 points of a fight is infinitely looped. That's what he meant. I mean, he did throw some extra stuff in there, but that's basically what Izanami is. Just 3 points of a fight, just literally looped over and over and over. That's all there is to it. This episode was great to me, man. Anytime Itachi is speaking or even on the screen for a second, the episode automatically gets a thumbs up for me. And we also got to see our first female Uchiha. And the Uchiha sharingan designs back in the day were awesome, man. I wish they were still around a little bit. But why is it that every time we see an Uchiha, or like multiple Uchihas at one time, like back in the day, they're trying to kill each other or kill someone else? But regardless, seeing a female Uchiha with the Sharingan activated is like seeing a female Super Saiyan. So I won't lie, I fangirled all over the place. But the thing I don't like about that flashback is, in the preview from last episode, this content was in color. I'm not sure why they decided to go the black and white route, because the female's Uchiha's hair was purple, I believe, in the preview, so I'm not sure why they did that. Itachi pretty much confirms that Izanami was to counter Izanagi to stop all these, dumbass Uchiha who just thought they could just, rewrite their own fate over and over, which is one thing I never got. They only have 2 eyes, so the maximum they can use Izanagi is really twice. So you're telling me that no Uchiha could kill another Uchiha before the second eye, went blind? I mean, every Uchiha in this episode back in the day only used Izanagi once and then came back and killed, their opponent. So why aren't the other Uchiha who are being killed expecting them to come back via Izanagi if they straight up say, I'm going to kill you with my Izanagi? So they should be expecting it. Like, I was like, what the fuck? The first 2 Uchiha we saw, he said that his Izanagi will let him, conquer the Uchiha and ultimately, goddammit, the ninja world. And the other guy said, no, my Izanagi will do that, blah, blah, blah. So he struck down the dude who didn't use his Izanagi yet. He was surprised when he used it. So I'm like, what the fuck? Are you serious? So the flashback was not done the best. It didn't have the best writing because there's a big hole. Like, why are these guys taking out other equally skilled Uchiha who have the same abilities in just one Izanagi? I did appreciate the female Uchiha coming in there and, showing us hands-on what Itachi means by you have to accept your fate to escape Izanami. But basically, she was like the Itachi Uchiha back in the day, whenever the hell this time set is in the flashback. Here's another reason why I don't exactly like how the flashback was done. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like seeing how Izanagi and Izanami were originated and how Izanami countered Izanagi. But you have to think about this. These Uchiha have all pretty much died from one Izanagi use. Like, their opponent used Izanagi one time. Whereas Sasuke, he fought Danzo and he survived Danzo using Izanagi, like, I think multiple times, more than 8 times, I'm sure. Probably like 10, I forgot how many Sharingans he had. But if Sasuke can survive that many Izanagi, how is it that all these other Uchiha who are obviously older than Sasuke and who have the Mangekyo and all this stuff and blah 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 are only surviving one Izanagi use? The more I think about it, this makes me respect Madara Uchiha even more, because he didn't have to resort to such trickery as that. He didn't have to use Izanagi or Izanami. It's obvious because he still has both of his eyes, unless he did it before he got the EMS from his brother. But anyway, and when you think about it, Madara Uchiha is literally the only person in this entire series who has died of old age, besides the Sage of Six Paths. But he's literally the only character who has died of old age. So he is he deserves the title of the Big Dick Uchiha. I think this episode is a foreshadowing that Kabuto will get out of Izanami eventually. I mean, because why else would they show his brother, and why else would Itachi mention that there is a way out of Izanami, period? I believe Kabuto is just gonna accept his fate, accept that he can't do everything, that he is not God, and that he will come out of Izanami. Or maybe with the help of his brother, maybe his brother will find the cave and he will speak to Kabuto and he can hear his brother's voice through the loop or whatever, and that will help him come out of it. And, Kabuto turns not necessarily good, but he accepts that he can't do everything himself, and that he is not everything. Like, all those jutsu do not belong to him. Itachi says he's going to deactivate the Edo Tensei. For those of you that do not read the manga, what do you think is going to happen with Itachi, and what do you think is going to happen with Madara? Because it's obvious that all of the Edo Tensei are going to fade away. So if you don't read the manga, what do you think is going to happen next? I really do appreciate the fact that there is a female Uchiha with the sharingan activated, and who's actually going in. It's like the Uchiha Conan and like the old female Itachi. She was awesome. I wish we had a name for her, but we probably will never see her again. Anyway, thumbs up for this awesome episode. What do you think is going to happen next? This has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.